And for God's sake, keep it on the left-hand side. These are the greatest one-hit wonders of the 80s. They blinded us with science. They gave us Pac-Man fever. They just died in our arms tonight, which admittedly was a little weird. We're counting down your choices for 100 greatest one-hit wonders of the 80s. I'm your host, the world champion Judah Friedlander. I'm taking a break from my athletic career. Now let's not waste any more time. Here's number 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
At midnight on August 1st, 1981, the Buggles ushered in a new era when the clip for their prophetic hit, Video Killed the Radio Star, was the first ever aired on MTV. And the rest, well, you know.
I heard you on the wireless back in 52.
What a perfect video to play. Video Killed the Radio Star.
This was originally released in the UK in 1979, but nobody listened to it until it became the first song ever played on MTV in 1981.
I love this song. I think it's really, really cool. Well done.
It captured a moment where there was a huge shift in the way that we were going to be consuming music. I mean, that's quite an amazing feat to have accomplished.
Despite a string of well-received singles in their native UK, the Buggles had moved on by the time Video Killed the Radio Star hit MTV. Keyboardist Jeff Downs formed supergroup Asia, with whom he still tours. Lead singer Trevor Horn became a sought-after producer, working with acts like Seal, Tina Turner, and Paul McCartney.
In 2004, the Buggles reunited at a charity concert for a one-night-only performance of their magically dorky masterpiece.
They were never entitled to have anything more than to be known for having the first video. Like, that's enough.
Started as a folk singer, but New York's own Matthew Wilder didn't have a hit until he ditched the hippie sound and released 1983's feel-good ditty, Break My Stride.
Last night I had the strangest dream.
This is one of the most cheesegasmic songs. Only in the 80s could this have happened.
And you said you had to get your laundry clean.
It was like a pick-me-up. When you were feeling down, you play that song.
What does that mean? And you said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running in a wall-touch ground.
He had an awesome afro, an awesome mustache.
Matthew Wilder does look like a combo between John Oates and Richard Simmons. He's a jazzy man with a mustache.
The reason why you're running so fast, she said,
ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Oh no.
While Break My Stride was Wilder's only solo smash, he used his powers for the good of other musicians, producing hits for Christina Aguilera, Miley Cyrus, and No Doubt.
I had a recording career at one point, and I had to reinvent myself to be able to do the one thing that I really love to do in life, and that's music.
This song will live forever because that is a timeless principle. Nobody wants their stride broken up.
As David Addison on Moonlighting, Bruce Willis ruled TV in 1987. Then as alter ego Bruno, he covered the staple singers Respect Yourself and kind of almost ruled radio, too.
Bruce Willis, he was a part of that contingent in the 80s that said, I'm an actor, but what you don't know is that I'm a singer too.
Oh, respect yourself. We give you a pass if your stuff is good. See, Moonlighting was a hit. So you go, hey, it's Bruce Willis, you know? What the hell?
He does play the harmonica on this record, but I would point out that harmonica is one of the easiest instruments to play. You have to blow in or suck out. Really, anyone can do that. Even Bruce Willis can suck.
We love him as a rock star.
In the general world of music, I shun fame. I shun that kind of respect.
I'm sort of like, dude, respect yourself and just stick to acting.
With June Pointer of the Pointer Sisters fame helping out on vocals, the song hit number 5, surpassing the Staples Singer's original version. Bruce got on with the business of being a megastar and having a family with his now ex-wife, Demi Moore, but he still finds time to grab a mic, like in 2003 when he traveled to Iraq with the USO.
I don't care what he does. He's the only guy that could lose his hair in front of us for 20 years and get sexier. Seriously, that's an accomplishment.
Sometimes you gotta move on to a song that's right for you, like 1980's Funky Town by Minneapolis Beatmasters Lip Sync.
Talk about catchy. It just doesn't get out of your head.
And that is as beautiful and pure as a melody can be.
It's got that little synth beeping that...
They create an entire feel about this place, Funky Town, that everybody wants to go.
Funky Town. In my mind, that was New York. I had been to New York many times, and I loved it. It was a really fun place.
Lips Inc. never surpassed Funky Town and closed up shop in 1983. Nowadays, singer Cynthia Johnson belts it out with Minneapolis gospel group The Sounds of Blackness. Meanwhile, producer Steven Greenberg launched a web design biz and directed a documentary about up-and-coming musicians called Funky Town, the Movie.
As far as I'm concerned, it was just another song I wrote. I didn't really know it was going to become a classic. I feel blessed, and I'm proud to be part of it, and I also feel very lucky, too.
Oh, you're just back from Funky Town. How was it? Did you have a nice trip? How was the food? Here's where you're going next.
Coming up, get your umbrellas, ladies. It's about that time. And Quarter Flash sings one for the brokenhearted.
There's been so many women that have told me this was my divorce song or this helped me get through this breakup.
Next on VH1's 100 Greatest One-Hit Wonders of the 80s.
This is VH1's 100 Greatest One-Hit Wonders of the 80s. Let's get back to the awesomeness, shall we?
They were known as 2 Tons of Fun, but in the 80s, Martha Wash and Izora Armstead transformed into the Weather Girls and scored the supersized dance club smash, It's Raining Men.
It's rising.
It's a great dance song because it's completely like bringing that disco.
But when Martha was replaced in those videos with models who were only pounds of fun, she sued for credit and won.
It didn't matter what you looked like. I didn't care. It was on.
Izora moved to Germany and carried on as the Weather Girls with her daughter Dinelle, but sadly in 2004 she died of heart failure, leaving Dinelle and her other daughter Ingrid to keep the Weather Girls alive. Nowadays, Martha's still making club hits and often performs at gay pride events and AIDS benefits, and it still rains men at pretty much every show.
Raining Men has become a cult classic. It would never die. Absolutely never die.
In in 1982, Chris Frantz and Tina Weymouth were on a break from their day jobs with the Talking Heads, so the married couple started a side project, the Tom Tom Club, and they released an insanely catchy dance classic called Genius of Love.
Genius of Love. That did genius.
God, this is the best song. This song is the sort of song, like, I have no idea what it's about, but every time I hear it, I love it, and I'm so psyched.
The Tom Tom Club was a surprise and a success because we were already writing all this stuff for Talking Heads. We didn't want to compete with that. So we said, let's do something entirely different, and we'll be really anonymous about it.
That was Tom Tom Club's one and only hit, but it became one of the most sampled songs ever.
Everybody sampled that song. Cameron, Grandmaster Flash, Tupac, Mariah, they all sampled Tom Tom song. All of them. James Brown.
The Talking Heads ended things in '91, but Chris and Tina kept Tom Tom Club going. Today, they live in Connecticut with their 2 kids, take the stage on occasion, and think back fondly on their funky 80s jam.
To us, it was a very pleasant surprise. I think some people thought, wow, Chris and Tina got a hit. And ever since then, we've been trying to, like, get another gold record.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know what boys like.
When Ohio's Chris Butler and Patty Donahue moved to New York in the late 70s, the Waitresses were born. And a few years later, one of the cheekiest new wave joints ever was, too. I Know What Boys Like.
I know what guys want.
The Waitresses were just the epitome of cool. It was like a tough girl sort of new wave song.
I remember being like, wow, you can't be that snotty. You have to be nicer, don't you?
They want to touch me. I never let them.
Patty Donahue had a great voice. It was sassy.
I kind of like the visual of the video. Yeah, Patty was pretty sexy, you know. I definitely dedicated a few to her.
Boys like me.
Though the Waitresses came out with lots more music, like holiday classic Christmas rapping, they never charted again, and by 1983, the band was done. Patty laid low afterwards, working for MCA as an A&R rep until her tragic 1996 death of lung cancer. She was just 40.
Patty Donahue was a really good person, and I miss her. I think we had our differences of opinion, but she was a real good soul.
Meanwhile, Chris kept with music, both as a performer and writer. Now in his late 50s, he resides in New Jersey, where he runs his own label, Future Fossil Records.
After Waitresses broke up, I should have taken the hint. I didn't. I've continued to write, keep putting out my own CDs against all common sense. It's still fun for me. I don't see any reason to stop.
I feel sad now.
As for the Waitresses, they're gone, but certainly not forgotten.
I'm criminally overlooked as a significant artist of the 80s. And I know what boys like. Let's see, it's naughty, it's cheeky, it's funny. It just captured something about the times. It's fun.
John Waite had a taste of success in the 70s, fronting the Babies, but nothing like what happened in 1984 when he released the mother of all breakup tunes, Missing You.
Every time I think of you, I always catch my breath.
John Waite and Missing You is just a fantastic song.
I love that song. I Ain't Missing You at All. Sing it, John.
And there's a heart that's breaking.
It's a sweet song. It's a vulnerable song.
Distance line tonight. I ain't missing you at all.
The song's a riddle. You know, it's like the Sphinx. The whole song he's saying, I'm not missing you, I'm not missing you. Then at the end he says, real quiet, you know, in the background, I can lie to myself. So he is missing her. That's the thing.
In 1989, John left his solo career behind and scored a #1 hit as lead singer of Bad English, a supergroup he formed with members of Journey and the Babies.
He's really great at having one big hit with every band that he's in.
Bad English broke up by 91, so John went solo again, and it wasn't until 2006 when he re-recorded Missing You with country star Alison Krauss that he dented the charts again. Today, John continues to live large off the hit that made him famous.
He still tours with bands like Journey, is still connected in that scene. He's got enough of a back catalog to keep on going, keep playing the hits for the audiences who miss him.
Don't move. There's more where that came from. Here's proof.
Coming up, a big hit about an old building.
Finally, a song that just says, here's to you, house.
Don't worry, be happy.
Plus, the song even Bobby McFerrin got sick of.
I got to the point where I couldn't sing it anymore.
Next on VH1's 100 Greatest One-Hit Wonders of the 80s.
We're exploring the wondrousness of one-hit wonders. The main lyric of this next song is, I'm gonna harden my heart. In junior high, we changed it to, you left a part in my farts. I still can't get that out of my head, and frankly, I don't want to.
A new wave rock ballad chock full of sweet, sweet saxophone, Harden My Heart took Portland's Quarter Flash to #3 in 1981.
I'm a huge Quarter Flash fan, okay? Sort of that Pat Benatar-ish type of genre, just good singing.
Randy Ross, she could really hit those high notes. She would sing them in this whimpering, sobbing sort of voice.
I was taken with her voice. It sounded hurt to me.
Very emotional performance.
I like the song. It's like a pale ale. Smooth, but very bitter.
There's been so many women that have told me this was my divorce song, or this helped me get through this breakup.
High school sweethearts Marv and Rindy Ross led Quarter Flash until 1985 when the band was dropped by its label, but the fans never forgot them.
We are still recognized, especially in the Northwest. I remember one time sitting naked in a hot tub at a health club, and this woman got in and she said, "You look like Rindy Ross in Quarter Flash." I never owned up. I just thought, I am not going to sit here naked and say who I am.
Aside from hot tubbing, Rindy earned a master's degree and started working as a mental health counselor. Plus, she kept making music with Marv.
There's this wonderful band called the Trail Band, which was started to recreate music that was popular in 1800s. And then the other project was I did a full-blown Broadway-style musical with Native American music.
As for Quarter Flash, the Rosses are still plugging away. They put out the Goodbye Uncle Buzz album in 2008 and bust out Harden My Heart whenever they get the chance.
Harden my heart. I'm gonna swallow my tears.
I still like to play it, and even really young people who might not have heard of Quarter Flash, and you play that song and they go, "Oh, that song."
Don't Worry, Be Happy wasn't just a #1 jam. Vocal innovator Bobby McFerrin's 1988 hit struck a friendly blow for optimism everywhere.
Here's a little song I wrote.
Oh, Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy. You couldn't escape that song.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Pop station, black station, country station, played constantly.
Bobby McFerrin is rad. I'll tell you why, because he's his own dad. His voice is his instrument.
Don't worry.
At first, I liked the song, but then after everybody was singing, it was like, oh my Lord, Jesus. I still want to punch Bobby McFerrin in the...
Be happy.
All the things he was telling you to be happy about were kind of the worst things that could ever happen to you. Landlord says your rent is late. You might want to litigate. Don't worry. No, I'm worried. Do you understand, Bobby? I'm getting evicted.
Be happy. Look at me, I'm happy.
Bobby made lots more music throughout the 90s, exploring new styles and trying not to be known as the Don't Worry, Be Happy guy.
I got to the point where I couldn't sing it anymore, and I haven't in about 10 or 11 years.
Today, Bobby remains busy. He's been touring the globe as a solo performer and symphony conductor.
Don't worry, don't do it.
This guy is legit. And to much of the world, he will probably always only be remembered as the guy who did Don't Worry, Be happy.
Don't worry, be happy.
Brit knew Waivers the Vapors conquered the radio and confused the hell out of everybody.
I wasn't sure what turning Japanese really meant.
I thought it was just about becoming Japanese, which I was like, I thought once you were born, that race was over.
I always imagined the singer was talking about going like that, basically. And I'm not proud of that. I don't feel good about it. I have, of course, nothing but goodwill.
It's a rumor, I guess.
It refers to the face a man makes when he's giving up the goods.
I loved it when it came out. I thought it was a great song.
After the Vapors sputtered out in 1981, singer Dave Fenton became a lawyer while guitarist Ed Bazalgette turned to a career in TV. But they still look back fondly on their alleged ode to self-pleasure.
I think it's fantastic that people thought it was a song about masturbation because it kept the whole memory, our sort of little 10 minutes in the spotlight going for 23 years. And I'd like to meet the person that came up with the idea in the first place and shake him by the hand.
Two-tone ska band Madness started out as a strictly British sensation until 1983, that is, when they broke worldwide with Our House.
I'm a giant Madness fan. The song was a perfect piece of top 40 pop music. Lyrically, musically, great song.
People write love songs about girls and friends, and that stuff comes and goes. Finally, a song that just says, here's to you, house.
Our house in the middle of our street.
Madness was always really fun. You know, they just tell a little story, and they kind of act out, and they're all kind of goofy.
There's always something happening, and it's usually quite loud.
Despite the ubiquity of Our House in the U.S., Madness never managed to recreate the magic. Over here, anyway. In Europe, they just got bigger and bigger.
Anywhere else in the world, describing Madness as one-hit wonders would be ludicrous, because Madness were one of the top British singles acts of the 80s. And they had hit after hit after hit.
We had 23 or 4 top 20 hits, laid end to end. They'd reached as far as that building over there.
Our house in the middle of our street.
Nowadays, frontman Graham Suggs McPherson hosts a variety of TV shows in the UK.
There used to be thousands of these fabulous red phone boxes all over London.
That's in between Madness gigs, by the way. Yep, after 3 decades and a slew of albums, the Our House Boys are still going strong. They even wrote a musical for London's West End in 2002. The title? Our House, of course.
They're still together. Suggs is still one of the most famous people in Great Britain.
Cheers.
God bless you, Great Britain. Once you love Suggs, you never let him go.
Help from a classic Brat Pack flick, mulleted Brit John Parr topped the charts in 1985 with St. Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion.
I love the song from St. Elmo's Fire. John Parr is one of the best.
Wow. His mullet was so perfect, it almost looked like a mullet that you would buy in a Halloween store.
Eagles flying through blazing skies. Man, that's awesome.
Initially, Man in Motion was written by Parr and David Foster to honor paraplegic athlete Rick Hansen. Thanks to St. Elmo's, it became an inspiration to millions.
This song inspires me. And then when you listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh yeah, this really does sound like it's about a guy in a wheelchair.
Parr pretty much disappeared from the charts after that, but he became the go-to guy for movie theme songs.
He wrote for The Running Man, Quicksilver, 3 Men and a Baby, among several others.
As for the mullet, it survived the 80s, the 90s, and so far the new millennium. And he happily sports it on tour with 80s favorites like Bryan Adams and Journey.
John Parr had his one shining diamond-like moment of perfection, and that was all he got. But you know what? That was more than enough.
We gotta go sell some stuff. But there's more one-hit wonderage ahead, so keep it here.
Coming up, the unstoppable Stacey Q.
I'll keep performing until my legs fall off. I gotta eat.
And musical youth, all grown up and good with their legacy.
I've had a #1 hit, and no one can't take that away from me.
Next on VH1's 100 Greatest One-Hit Wonders of the 80s.
There, we're up to number 27. Another lovely 80s lady who helped me make it to the 90s. She is undoubtedly one of Judah's one-hit hotties. Stacey Q. Frankly, I'm all man, so it was hard for me to get past the bubblegum pop song and get to the hotness. But I did it, and there was no turning back. So here's to you, Stacey Q. Your hotness is still standing strong.
A performer since childhood, Cali Pop-Tart Stacey Q released Two of Hearts in 1986. Bouncy, light, and sweet. It was kind of like cotton candy for your ears.
I never said I wasn't gonna tell nobody. No, baby.
Two Hearts is a great song. It's kind of like a doll singing.
I can keep it to myself. Oh, no.
It's got that 8th grade level of romance that we all love to reconnect to, no matter how old we get.
It was corny, but it definitely got stuck in your head.
So catchy. People always come up to you like, two of hearts. Yes, they do.
Two of Hearts cracked the top 3 and landed Stacey a guest spot on The Facts of Life, where in a huge stretch, she played a singer named Cinnamon.
Does Cinnamon have 1 in or 2? That experience was fun. Facts of Life was great. It was nice meeting all the girls.
You know that's true.
Stacey turned out a few more albums in the 80s and 90s, but tried other things too, like her No Sex role in 1998's Playing the Odds, an X-rated flick made by a friend.
$15. I put on this plastic dress, and I did my thing. I've never seen the film. I know nothing about gay porn.
There's also her journey through Tibet, where she discovered Buddhism. And though she's been absent from the charts for a while, 50-something Stacey is keeping the dream alive.
I'm just finishing up a new record, and I'm having a great time touring. I guess maybe I'll keep performing until my legs fall off. I gotta eat, so I guess I'll just keep it up.
Bedroom eyes, junk-hugging jeans, and a sweet synth riff, Cutting Crew got pop fans all hot and bothered with their 1987 #1 debut, I Just Died in Your Arms.
I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said.
I Just Died in Your Arms was their one and only hit. It was huge.
Great song. I just died inside. Just a great hook.
He didn't actually die in her arms.
Like I always just thought maybe he had a heart attack or something like that, but then I read in the lyrics and he actually wrote it after he had sex with his girlfriend.
It's about, you know that? It's about.
Well, the tune picked up a Grammy nom. Cutting Crew's next 2 albums flopped, leading to a 1993 breakup. They reunited randomly over the years until guitarist Kevin McMichael succumbed to cancer in 2003.
Now a new crew lineup led by frontman Nick Van Eed is keeping the Died in Your Arms legacy alive.
It doesn't get old, and it doesn't. It's still a great song.
That is the song that I'll be buying today on my iTunes.
Rule the nation with version. Music and the food of love.
In 1982, 5 kids from the UK remade a risque reggae tune that soon had the world passing the Dutchie, whatever that was, to the left-hand side.
Love this song. Love this song the first time I heard it.
Yeah, this song is just a cute one. It's all like little kids.
That's a record that makes you want to smile.
The tune was actually a cover of an old Mighty Diamonds song called Pass the Coochie, which had a slightly different meaning.
Pass the Dutchie, the original version was Pass the Coochie, which was all about smoking weed.
I can see where the confusion comes from, is pass the coochie, which is about passing the coochie pipe. But we were 11 and 15. Can you imagine the uproar that would go on? We come out and start singing about smoking a bong, and it was quite obvious that we had to change the lyric.
Pass
the Dutchie was a worldwide #1 smash and made the boys instant stars, but another hit proved elusive and they broke up in 1985. Singer Dennis Seaton recorded a solo album soon after and was on the verge of reuniting musical youth in 1993 when tragedy struck. 24-year-old bassist Patrick White died of heart failure.
I had a conversation with him. I said, look, you know, if you want to play music, we'll get back together and do that, and blah, blah, blah. And he says, yes. That was the last conversation I had with him. And 10 days later, he was gone.
8 years later, in 2001, Dennis gave the group another go, teaming up with original member Michael Grant. It worked. They've been performing as musical youth ever since. And almost 30 years after their masterpiece, they're still happy to pass the Dutchie.
I've had a #1 hit, and no one can't take that away from me. So it's just a privilege to have had one, even if it's just the one.
Yeah.
Take it down, take it down, take it down.
In 1988, neo-hippies Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians were rocking more like it was 1968 with their groovy hit, What I Am.
I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know if you know what I mean.
That's a brilliant performance. That's, you know, really a great moment in music.
Philosophy is a talk on a cereal box.
It was like that rebellious, like, white chick thing.
I thought she was awesome. She was all like, crooky poetry. I love that Edie Brickell song, but the lyrics are definitely crazy.
Choke me in the shallow water before I get too deep.
You had to kind of stop and try to figure out what she was saying.
What I am is what I am, you what you are, oh what.
I mean, even when you heard what she was saying, it still didn't completely make any sense.
Oh, what you are, I'm not aware of too many things.
Edie made one more album with the New Bohemians before setting off on a solo career, but never topped What I Am. In 1992, she married Paul Simon. They had 3 kids, and she took a hiatus from music to raise her family.
She did herself well. She married Paul Simon, come on. I guess Art Garfunkel was taken.
Now she's in a band with stepson Harper Simon called The Heavy Circles. They released a self-titled album in 2008, but some fans are still stuck on What I Am.
I have it on my iPod. Edie Brickell is still a cool-ass chick with me. I think the world is still waiting for the next Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians hit.
We are getting into real primo one-hit wonder territory. Here's what's next.
Coming up, it's time to rock down to Electric Avenue.
See, we're not going to walk down. We're going to rock down.
It's an 80s love fest, and we finally remember the decade's greatest one-hit wonders. And if you can't get into it, frankly, I think you have some problems with intimacy.
With an island accent and a pile of glorious dreads, Guyana-born Brit Eddie Grant hit the streets hard in 1983 with Electric Avenue.
Awesome!
Eddie Grant had actually had his first hit single in the 60s with a band called The Equals. And then all of a sudden, he put out Electric Avenue, and man, it exploded. People just really connected with that song.
Electric Avenue. And then we take it higher.
That was just Electric Avenue. I used to love that.
Where the hell is Electric Avenue? Because I want to go. Seems like it's jumping off on Electric Avenue.
See, we're not going to walk down. We're going to rock down, too.
Electric Avenue. And then we'll take it higher.
90% of this song is him going, oh no! Oh no! I'd love to see him at home just being like, oh no! Oh no! Thinking like 8 more.
Eddie disappeared from American radio after Electric Avenue, but he's still living large in Barbados.
He's got a record company he's the CEO of called Ice Records, and he's kept himself busy over the years.
The 60-ish Eddie released his 14th album in 2006, and he still rocks down to Electric Avenue.
Holds up. The song's a great song. More power to you, my man.
He was Stevie Wonder's guitarist at just 17, but Michael Sembello didn't have a hit to call his own until the sweaty synthy #1 smash Maniac off 1983's epic Flashdance soundtrack.
She's a steel town girl on a Saturday night, looking for the fight of her life. Why is this woman so violent?
When Maniac comes on the radio, I turn it up and I dance no matter where I am. So I do that little running in place thing and my little tush.
You're doing defective in that run. You can't help but do that.
Though Maniac won a Grammy, another hit wasn't in the cards for Sembello, so he started producing but kept working on his own stuff, which mixed deep spirituality and world music in a variety of tongues.
So far, I've sung in about 6 different languages. It's a way for me to connect with the rest of the world. That and looking for extraterrestrial life.
Today, Michael's living it up in Florida and planning a new tour. Meanwhile, Maniac's danced its way into one-hit wonder history.
It never stops. It just keeps going and it keeps reoccurring, you know. I can't understand it to this day why people can get that excited about a song.
She's a maniac, maniac on the phone.
Don't budge, people. The top song of the hour is next.
Coming up, Twisted Sister gets all up in your face.
The ultimate kid rebellion song.
Next on VH1's 100 Greatest One-Hit Wonders of the 80s.
Okay, 80s fans, it's time for number 21 on our countdown, and we want to toast one of the video's supporting players, because truly, he is an unsung hero of One-Hit Wonderland. It's the kid in the Twisted Sister video. You know, the one with the total D-bag for a dad. He got to morph into Dee Snider and push his father out a window using the sheer power of rock. And that, my friends, is pretty rad. So kid, with your contributions to music and teenage rebellion, we honor you.
Where do you come from? Are you listening to me? What do you want to do with your life?
I want to rock.
Glam rock veterans Twisted Sister had been playing New York clubs for years by 1984 when they shook the earth to its very core with 5 simple words.
We're Not Gonna Take It is one of the greatest rock songs of all time.
The inspiration for We're Not Gonna Take It had to be every an idiot moron I ever encountered in my life. Started with my father.
My dad. It's the ultimate kid rebellion song. I'm getting riled up just thinking about it.
Unfortunately, Twisted Sister's later songs didn't inspire quite as much fist pumping, and the band broke up in 1988.
There was definitely a moment of realization that everything that I had spent my life perfecting, the style of singing, the style of performing, nobody was interested in it anymore. And I really struggled with that for a long time.
Fred Stuntman Dee Snider went elsewhere for his attention, guest starring on some reality shows, directing a horror flick, and starting his own radio show.
Welcome to Fangoria Radio, everybody.
But 10 years after breaking up, the guys got back together, and in 2006, they recorded a holiday album called A Twisted Christmas, which they turned into a yearly on-stage event.
Twisted Sister has had an interesting success with a Christmas album we did. I'm a big Christmas fan, you know. I mean, we get totally into it. It's pretty freaking funny.
I wish it could go on forever, but there's only one more hour of VH1's greatest one-hit wonders of the 80s. So keep it right here.